Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by Hobbying Japan. This is episode 94.
94.
And it's actually the 1st of November today.
Yes.
Which means that there's no new Gundam yet. They're scheduled to arrive next week.
Okay.
So I have nothing new to show you, but Ryan, you found something new in the warehouse that you thought
I
was
did,
pretty
something
cool.
which was actually incredibly popular and is incredibly popular,
Yeah.
the gun head.
The gun head. Look at the size of that thing.
It's huge. So this is the gun head. It's adapted from a 1989, or it was a live action movie.
Yeah, it was a live action movie in the
Mecha
end of the
movie.
80s.
And then adapted to manga.
Yeah.
Now this was incredibly popular. We got a whole bunch of orders. We got very few left.
Yep.
I'll just show these. You can have a look over there, and I'll just slowly rotate the box, and we can have a look at the artwork.
You don't realize it transforms, Ryan?
It does.
This goes from G1 tank mode to G2 standing mode.
Oh.
I mean, you probably haven't seen the live action movie, but
1989.
you probably don't need to either. But yeah, let's see
And
what's
it's for
inside.
ages over 14, so
You qualify.
I qualify, Sid. Let's just quickly have a look inside. A few decals, I'd say.
Are they water slides? I'm sure they are.
I think they look like water slides.
Yeah.
You got to probably paint this, but these are the figures that come with it. And yeah, just a whole bunch of runners. I think pretty sizable pieces, actually.
Oh, it's a big kit. That's
Yeah.
a big box.
Oh, Sid, oh, I'm so tempted now. This is a huge kit, Sid, and I'm
Yes.
very excited in maybe building it.
Yeah, you are like the big things, I've heard. There's a song in the 80s, I like the big something,
Only
so
you
you
would
cannot
know,
lie.
Sid. Only
All
you
right.
would know.
Well, put that aside before you get too tempted.
Okay.
Now, this is the Aegis I mentioned. I'm
Yes.
gonna probably talk about this, but not right now, because Ryan, you actually want to do some stuff with your tank.
Yes, I'm gonna do. I did the masking, so
Okay.
we're gonna go outside and we'll continue there.
Okay.
Well, we're outside the warehouse, and it's time for me to spray. So as you can see, I've done all the masking, and I expect a bit of overspray. So we'll see how I go. But yeah, you can see it should be kind of a camo pattern. Now, I have a suspicion I should have done the reverse, but we'll see how this pans out. This was actually cutting out the masking was pretty fun. I just used the Tamiya masking tape. So yeah, let me get on to spraying. So yeah, as you can see, I have my plastic bag, as people commented. Also have my face mask, so I don't get high. And yeah, let's do this. I probably don't need the plastic bag for this part, but for that part I will use it. We have my Royal Light Grey. This always makes me very nervous. Now last time everyone was like, oh, you were too close, blah blah blah. I might do it again, so be prepared. Okay, my glasses are steaming up. Should I go deeper, Sid? No? One more? Yeah? Okay, so let me just do one more there. Okay. Now let me do the side here. Yeah, this is the first time I've done camo, so we'll see once I pulled off the tape. I'll probably darken it up a bit by putting a wash on later. Let me just get in here. Okay. Let me do the front. And the back. Okay. Okay, so here I have my turret. There's a hole in the bottom, so I can easily grab it with my plastic bag. And it's hard to spray with glasses on. Okay, let's Jeez, this is maybe more complicated than I expected. Okay, let's do this. I'm sure some people will say, oh, use a toilet paper roll. So yeah, I'm pretty much done here. We're going to let it dry a little bit. I'm going to go into the studio, and later on I'll be taking off the tape and we can see what I did.
Hey, Ryan, that turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking to do spray painting.
Yeah, luckily we had some good weather. And I see you you took your time with the masking, which is good.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll take off the tape later, but I think you have something to show us as well.
Yes, I've actually been busy the last couple of days doing my own masking on the event door.
This is the masking episode.
This is the masking episode. And basically, I've just covered the entire thing. What I've done actually is, because it's going to be blue and red and the white, I've actually masked off everything that I want to remain white. And I'm going to be painting the blue first. So these little segments are going to be blue. Cool. And then I've got these little tabs here that I will pull off. Yep. And then these parts will be uncovered, and those will be the red.
So you were thinking ahead.
I'm prepping. And I gotta say, like, my idea for the colors on this changed several times. I was originally gonna go mostly blue and red with some white. Yeah. But when I saw the pictures that people had submitted of their Gundams of the event door, the color schemes,
need to talk about that.
a lot of them, they had left a lot of white on there, and they had written, you know, the unit number and, you know, decal work and stuff like that. And I thought, wow, that's a really good idea. So I rethunk my strategy. But anyway, I've masked this, and I've also done the doors, and the side pieces here. So, you know, here's the doors. You can see where the blue is going to go on here, and then the underside here. There's going to be some hand painting involved here too with the vents. But yeah, for the most part, I'm ready to start painting some blue.
Intense.
And speaking of Inventadors,
yes. Before I forget, we've put up all the images on our Facebook, Hobbylink TV. There is a link in episode 92, and there will be a link in this episode, 93, 94.
This is 94,
we're 94, sorry, 93, 94. Yeah, just vote. I'll keep it up for another couple of weeks, and then we'll choose the winners.
Yes, and there's some really awesome ones in there.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of blown away. And the response was huge. Like, who draws anymore?
Well, apparently the 30 people who submit stuff. Looking at it, I was like, wow, there's a lot of like really creative people out there, because you can basically take your car and just paint it the colors of your Gundam and you're done. Or you can like actually try to replicate some of the design elements that are found.
Like the unicorn and stuff.
Yeah, the unicorn one and the Shinaju one were good. Yeah, there's a lot of really
some
really
mashup kind of designs,
the
like
Epyon
two
ones.
kids, transformation ones. Very impressive.
All very well done.
Very creative people.
Yes, only creative people. They do this kind of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna actually I'll paint this, but I don't need to show it because, you know.
So next week we'll see the.
Next week you'll see the blue and maybe the red if I get it done.
Okay, cool.
But from now, we're going to talk about the Aegis, and you can see that it's in its Ma form now. You can see here.
Did you say Ma?
The Ma form. I've actually got it set up so all the claws point in the center.
It's a very interesting design.
It is a very interesting design, and the one cool thing about this, we'll talk about this when I start to show the transformation here, is that pretty much the arms and the legs are designed the same way, because you know they have to look like these extensions of this thing. So they've basically made this Gundam, and when you put it in mobile suit form, you can, you know, it looks like a humanoid, but the arms and the legs pretty much similar in design. We'll talk
Could be
about
a
that.
face hugger.
You know, someone mentioned that when I put a picture on Facebook. Like, it looks like the face hugger because you actually open up some of these joints and actually get that kind of look to it. So I might as well show that right now. All right, so opening these up. There it is, Ryan. Watch out.
Yeah, it's gonna hug my face.
The face hugger. All right, but let's talk about the transformation.
Yes, so should I give you some space?
Yeah,
so
we're going to need to get really close on this, I think. All right, I have my face hugger Aegis here. We're going to talk about the transformation. And one thing to note is that there's no real part swapping, but you do take off the hands. That's all. You just need to take off the hands. So those go back on after. Now, as you can see, this thing looks quite, how you say, interesting. It doesn't look like a gun anymore.
No, not at all.
These are actually, you know, we've got the arms and the legs here. And these are actually the arms, and these two are the legs. And now what the manual wants you to do is like flip these out here, like in this direction, and start rotating them around. But it's actually kind of difficult to work in here and get it all done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just do limb by limb.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about what you do on each limb, and then we'll go back and fix that. So I can actually take out these pieces if I like here, and I can talk about the transformation. So we'll talk about the leg here.
Okay.
And here's the leg joint. And now one thing that they do is they actually make you compress the leg. You can see here's where the lower and upper part connect. So by opening this little lock, I can pull it. I can pull it back out here. Hold on, let me make sure I did this right. See, just by pulling this out here, it pushes in and it comes out, just like so. And then once you pulled it out, sorry, this part here, you can just push that back in and lock it back in, and now it'll stay. And these little pieces tend to get in the way, but it's not terrible. They actually don't hinder the transformation, but because my fingers are pretty large, they just...
There's always that one piece, isn't it?
Well, they do a good job in that you can move it out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not stuck there, so you can just push it out of the way. But I tend to just try and go for the prize right at the start here. But I'll bend this back like this, and this just drops in like this. So basically I'm creating the foot here, and then you just pull this up. So here's a leg. I've got a leg here. I'll just do the other one while I'm at it.
That looks pretty cool.
It is cool. So once again, undo the lock, pull out the foot, tilt it up, lock it again. There. See, that part's actually pretty simple. So I'm just going to leave these off for now, because I got to do the arms, and the arms, they're a little bit, they're similar, of course, but with the arms, you can see this is it's actually the shoulder. You're actually supposed to push it in, if I recall the manual correctly. And then this part actually, yeah, this is in here. Comes out. So when you do it like this.
Oh, okay, I can see it. I can see it.
You can see it's an arm?
Yeah. It's pretty smart.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good.
I mean, the legs come out looking like legs, and the arms come out looking like arms, even though in that mode they look the same.
Yeah. Well, when I was building this, I built the shoulders and the arms first. These little gimmicks here often come apart because of how often you have to move them. When you build them first, it seems like yes, this is what I want here. Sorry, tilt this back around. Get you like so. See, this is my arm. When I built it at first, I built the arms, and I was like, oh wow, like that's sorry. You gotta push this in order to get the hand in. After I built the arms, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I went to build the legs as the second stage, and it was basically the same process over again. And I was like, wait a minute, why am I doing this again? But of course, when you see it transformed into this spider mode form, you realize it. Now getting this in this part can be a little tough, but there it is. So I got one arm here. So basically you just repeat this process for the second arm.
Well, it looks a lot more simple, or simpler than the Macross.
Well, yeah, when we did that Macross, that was a trial. But I actually experimented with this last night to make sure I knew the steps, at least, you know, for the most part.
It looks like you know what you're doing.
It looks like I know what I'm doing. However, that's so now I'm left with this torso part here. And this front actually just flips around in here like this. And these are supposed to just tilt out like so. And then this part is supposed to tilt down like this. And then it's just a matter of realigning the head here. We gotta make sure I get this popped out. The one thing about this is that the area you're working is so small, like I have to push this here to get it at the right angle. And then can you see it slides in here?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sliding into this groove. This is the best part of the entire kit, I think. It slides on top there. We'll put this back down here. This part fell off, but it actually actually extends. This way? This way. Sorry folks, bear with me here. But you can actually take these like so and then push them in again. Providing a good small part.
I know.
Like, so my head's back. Now, the best part about this, and it's going to be really difficult to show, is that there's this little tiny little tab right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can see it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But what this does is this actually comes down right on top of that tab.
Okay.
And then it doesn't go. Like, it's not going to move.
Oh,
again.
it's locked.
Yeah, it's locked in. Just this tiny little tab is all you need. And it's locked in there. And you're set. Like, I'm good to go now. And then I can just flip these back around like this. These are back in position. Push them in a little bit. These things tend to get in the way, so don't be afraid to take them off. And then just drop your limbs back in place here. So these guys go in here. I'm not going to snap them in on the way because I actually want to take this guy apart later and play around with him. And then these tilt down, of course. Tilt these down. Plug them back in. And they're interchangeable. There's no right or left. The only difference is the hip joint. So you can swap them if you want.
Oh, that's looking very cool.
I've got my MG. He's done.
It's actually a pretty straightforward transformation.
Yeah, it was much easier than I expected, that's for sure. When I first saw that, just even seeing it at Shizuoka there, I was like, oh my, what can I expect? And there's a little tab in here that just fits in this little hole. Click. Providing it's lined up properly. And once it's in there, you're good. You're set. Alright, so MG, I'll set this guy up a little bit better so we can get some photos of him.
Yeah. Check the blog.
Yeah, there he is. I gotta say, it's pretty good. I mean, the only experience I've had with transforming kits before this was the Rezel and the Delta Plus, and this does not change into a Wave Rider form. Oh, and the Epyon. So it's actually similar to the Epyon in how the legs will flip forward. So if you've built the Epyon, then you're gonna know what you're doing when it comes to the Aegis. But if you haven't built any of them, then why not try out the Aegis and see for yourself?
I just can't wait. I need to take off the mask now. So let's get started. Okay, so how long did we give it, Sid, to dry?
That's been out there a couple of hours, maybe.
So this is gonna be, it's like a Christmas present,
Really?
It's a Christmas present where I know what the present is.
I received a Christmas present
I've never
yesterday.
done camo. I'm like...
Oh, we haven't showed camo on the show.
Yeah.
So here you are.
I looked at the internet. I looked at the pictures. I tried to cut shapes that made sense. So we'll see.
Right now it's still difficult to see what's paint and what's masking because it's all the same color. So.
But yeah, I'll probably need to do a wash at some stage. I just put on a big piece just to protect the treads.
Yeah, you also got that rubber parts to put on.
So should be interesting. This masking tape is phenomenal.
Yeah, it works
Comes
really well.
off very well.
You can also use it to hold on your dry transfers when you have to rub them onto your kits. Although because the tape's not transparent, it does make lining up the dry transfer difficult. But it definitely doesn't wreck your paint.
Okay. Yeah, I get a bit of overwash. What's the word?
Overspray maybe?
Yeah, overspray. Not too bad. Yeah, I think I chose this color pattern. Wasn't it? Was of the Battlefield, the Armored Core? What was it?
The Armored Kill?
The Armored Kill, yeah. Okay, almost there, sir.
That's originally how I thought you were going to paint it separately.
Well, I wanted the masking to go all around.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so that is it.
Okay, can you tilt it up
Okay.
so people at home can see?
So, the top is okay. I think the sides are maybe more military-y. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, you'll get a better idea of how it works once you put the turret on as well.
Yeah. So, let's stop there. Let me quickly do the turret, and then
Sure.
we'll come back and have the turret on. Yeah, I took off all the rest, and you know what? It's freaking amazing.
It does look good.
Freaking amazing. This is so awesome. So let me. Did you get some close-ups over there?
Amazing what two different types of paints and some
Yeah.
masking will do. Eh?
I now understand why the army does it, because you know why? It looks freaking cool.
That's right. It's not doing anything about hiding or anything.
No.
No stealth involved.
So yeah, that's it.
It looks cool. It does look good, Ryan.
Yeah, actually the color combination. Yeah, that actually a light gray instead of the white.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Looks good.
That's
Are you
amazing.
satisfied? That's the question.
Sid, I am incredibly satisfied.
Okay.
I want to do camo and everything now.
All right, so I cleared all my mess off the table.
Yes.
Kind of messy. But let's do the questions now.
Yep. First is from Taco Supreme 25. This is from YouTube. Hey guys, keep up the good work. Smiley face. My question is, what do you guys think about the MG Banshee titanium finish? Is it worth the money compared to the regular Banshee, and why? Please don't sugarcoat it. I guess that means don't lie.
Don't lie. Okay, here's my thoughts about the MG
The honest truth.
Banshee titanium finish, which we showed on the hobby show report.
Yes.
On Gumpa TV.
Very popular.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
With that dark purplish titanium finish, it looks absolutely amazing. It looks much better than the regular titanium finish unicorn that came out before.
Yes.
However, Bandai's price tag is 12,000 yen.
What's the difference?
Hold on, 12,000. Well, the original Banshee is a 5,000 yen kit,
Okay.
but the titanium finish is 12,000 yen.
Okay.
So my honest feelings about the titanium finish is that 12,000 yen, it's probably too much. That's a big chunk of money, and if you're gonna spend that kind of money, maybe you can get two kits, or maybe you can go perfect grade. However, most sites these days do not sell something for the full retail price that Bandai asks, and the R price on HLJ is like that too. 20% off, 20% off of a 12,000 yen kit. That changes the game a little bit.
Whoa, that's quite a big.
I think at 20% off, the titanium finish is maybe something you would seriously consider looking at if you really, really like the Banshee. And I must stress again that what we saw under the lighting at the hobby show looked really, really, really good.
Yes.
So Banshee fans in general might want to consider it at the R price, but at the regular price, maybe not.
Yeah, we don't sell for retail anyway, so
yeah,
and we sometimes do big sales, so you never know.
That kit, chances are of it showing up on a sale is very unlikely. What happened with the previous titanium finishes? It pretty much sold out right away.
Yeah.
And then we managed to actually get another carton in with this huge batch of Gundam that we got, and we actually put it on sale. So some people got a good deal on that. But I imagine with this kit being a little more expensive, like the original titanium finish unicorn was 8,000 yen. This kit being that much more expensive, you're going to see limited numbers being produced, I think. So.
But when it comes in, we'll open it up and take a closer look.
We won't build it, but we will definitely show you everything we can.
Sweet. So. Next is from Liam the Great. Something else Ryan want to think about using is masking fluid. Oh yeah. It's good for covering awkward shapes and hard to get to parts. Just don't apply it with
a good brush. Yeah, we mentioned this in the show before. Masking liquid mask.
Skip my brain. It's actually a good idea. I wish.
Well, something that we just showed with you painting that tank, that size, it would be pretty time consuming to use liquid mask. True. But if you're using the smaller areas that you're trying to cover up, then liquid mask is the way to
go. Next is from Dreadnought 2044. If you win the competition, this is our drawing competition, can you change the Aventador for a Gundam kit? No.
No, we can't.
No.
We've actually, because it was a very popular kit, we've actually had to remove it from our inventory, so it will not be sold to somebody else, and it's put aside now. So we have to give it away.
You have to take it.
And if you're a little bit hesitant because it's a model and glue kit and not a snap fit kit, well, we showed on the show various aspects of that.
I've been doing glue kits from day one. I mean, if I can do it, you
I always
can do
roll
it.
my eyes when he said that. This guy can do it. A glue model kit.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Even Sid is doing it.
Yeah,
It's a miracle.
yeah. I ventured outside snap fit, but
Next is from Eduardo. Sid, do you use prescription glasses?
I do wear prescription glasses because I work on computers all the time.
Yes.
But I wear contact lenses when I'm doing the show and I'm at events and I'm out and about.
I use prescription glasses, very prescription glasses, because I had a
Blind
cornea
and that.
transplant. But I always need them.
Yep.
Next is from Neon Wave 1. Hey guys, I think Neon Wave actually comments quite a bit. Hey guys, I just started doing my first kit bash custom and I was wondering about something before I start painting. There are certain pieces of plastic that I want to remove, but a hobby knife won't do the job since the plastic is too thick. What I'm trying to cut off are the small ball connectors on the shoulder armor of the 144th scale Verda
Buster
Gundam, and I'm using it for the kit bash. Which tools do you recommend that I should get or / use?
When I want to like cut very fine, like it's a big piece, but I want my cut to be good, and you can get a big saw, but then you're taking a lot of plastic away. If you use the Hasegawa Tri-Tool etching saws, those are actually really good for.
Really?
I will throw a link up
Okay.
because
Yeah,
I've
do
used
that,
them a
do
lot,
that.
and you get various different shapes of these photo etch saws, and you can
Okay.
just
That's
and they're
cool.
pretty sturdy, and you can grip them pretty well, but they do a nice cut.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll throw a link up on the site.
Check
on
the link.
blog.
Next is from Blake Kennis. This is from Facebook. Hey Sid and Ryan, just wanted to say thanks for saying my comment on the last episode and the next episode.
And maybe a future
And I also
episode.
wanted to know what was the name and size of the really good panel lining marker you use, Sid. Thanks guys, keep up the good work.
Really good panel lining. I use the Gundam marker. It's called a panel line marker,
Okay.
but I use the gray and not the black
Okay.
because the gray can be kind of hard to remove the excess, or the black can be kind of hard to remove the excess, but the gray runs a little bit more and is much easier to remove. So once again, I'll put a link up
Sweet.
on this right here.
Next is from Benjamin Peck. Hey Sid and Ryan, would like to ask Ryan if he would like to see a Macross motorbike model kit
Would you
come
like
out.
to see a Macross motorbike kit, Ryan?
Yeah, that'd be cool. What does it transform into? A robot? As there was one in Macross Plus, I would love that to be a kit. Yeah. Actually, it's not actually a kit, the Evangelion one. It's like the motorbike, but that just has decals on it.
What they've done with those ones is they were actually sponsored for motorcycle races. So they actually took that motorcycle, this Suzuki, I think, and they put that Evangelion color scheme on it, and it ran, I think, the Suzuka 8-hour race.
Actually,
So-
are there any bikes like Gundam Macross mech bikes out there?
Good question.
Yeah.
We'd have to dig through
Anyone
the
knows?
archives.
But yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, I think a motorbike might be something they haven't thought about.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
first looked at all the models when I first came here and started walking around, one item that caught my eye was the Yamaha YFZR, what is it, X or 1 or whatever, that the Italian driver would always,
Yes.
Pablo Rossi,
Mm-hmm.
he would always win on that bike. And the color scheme with the yellow and the black stripes and the white. I was like, yeah,
So
I
we
want
have
to build
some
that bike.
Very nice bike kits if you're into that. If you're
Yeah.
into cars and bikes, crazy. Let me continue though. But I have just thrown a bike together and put on some of my spare Macross decals, so we'll hopefully put a picky up here soon, as I'm very busy with work at the moment. Keep up the good work on the Gunpla TV. And Ryan, you have yet to answer the question posed. What would you build if money was no object?
What would you build if money was no object?
You know, I really like those Macross kits that transform.
Yeah.
The VF series. I would love a huge one of those.
Okay.
But like it transforms like a toy, but it looks like freaking amazing.
But it would be big enough you could sit inside the cockpit.
Well, of course.
All
But
right.
even just a big one would be good.
Okay, next.
Okay, next. This is from Al. Actually, I'm just the opposite. Okay, now this is about, we're talking about scale,
Yeah, model
rail
railroads.
scale. I'll just read his question quickly. Actually, I'm just the opposite, that I just got into the wonderful world of railroad modeling. OJ is right, that N gauge is not the smallest scale anymore. Z and T gauge are even smaller. But I think N gauge is the best scale because it is small, but not too small to let the manufacturers put enough details into the trains. And at the moment, at the amount of accessories available in Gauge is overwhelming. I noticed that HLJ also carries railroad mode models too. So do you guys think Hobbylink TV will do an episode on railroad modeling for beginners?
It's possible. We don't really have a railroad guy in the staff though.
No.
I mean, when it comes to actually
I'd love to do
the
it
ins
if
and
I
outs
had
of
any
model
knowledge.
railroading. But you know, never say never. We can definitely look into it. We're carrying more and more different types of train models now. So in a future episode, maybe we'll be able to do something. And speaking of future episodes, this brings episode 94 to an end. So next will be 95, and this month we have the RG8 and a lot of good stuff to show. So look forward to that. And episode 100 is on the way.
Yep. And I've taken a bunch of photos of everything you've seen today, nice close-ups. So yeah, check Facebook, check our blog, and is that it?
All right, we'll see you later.
See ya.